what are the challenges to adopt Bitcoin in
I
scale?
definitely see it as gaining adoption very quickly. I'm trying to share the stories that are outside of our sort of privileged point of view here in the US. I want to share the stories of in other countries, why it's so important as both a medium of exchange and a store of value right now, and why it's helping them escape some of the issues that they're facing in their governments. So I see it expanding rapidly, not only in different countries, but also here in the US. Back in the 90s, when the internet came out, a lot of people were skeptical. There were people fighting it. There were people who totally didn't believe in it. And then when it took off, it was like a rocket ship, right? Every company had to transform. Every business had to create a website. We all went online and created our own, social media platforms, and those grew so quickly. And imagine just how much our lives have changed since we had this super powered computer that now is in all of our pockets. And, this wasn't around just 20 years ago. And so in the next 20 years, I can only imagine the transformation and the adoption, of Bitcoin. And I think the message that we just need to remind people, I think one of the biggest misconceptions is, Bitcoin's too expensive. I can't own a Bitcoin, so I'm going to go into these other tokens and all of that. We need to constantly remind people that you can buy $1 or a peso or a euro worth of Bitcoin. You just start accumulating as much as you can. And we should maybe start talking more about Satoshis, sats, so that people don't feel like they're behind, because they're not. We're all very early.